All right, so first of all, let's look at the radar module. Just so we know, the radar module works with or without a microcontroller board. So we're not going to be making use of all the pins here for the case of where we're going to be working with the microcontroller. So the radar module has 5 pins. 5 pins. I hope you can see it very well. Okay, let me turn it this way. It has a CDS. It has a VIN, that is voltage input. It has the output, that is digital output, or sorry, the output pin. Then it has the ground, GND. Then it has a 3.3 volts. So for our peculiar case of interfacing it to the microcontroller, that is the Unity board here, we're going to be using the voltage input, the output, and the ground pin. So leaving out the CDS and the 3.3 volts. So without much ado, we begin. So I will use the red wire to connect the VIN. Now the VIN, that is a voltage input, is going to be 5 volts because we are using the system to power it. So we are powering it with 5 volts. So the second end of this wire goes to 5 volts on the Unity board. So I hope you can see it. Okay, I'll just go to 5 volts, this red layer, and connect it there. Then I'll get another wire, the white wire, because the choice of wire, it depends on you, so the color doesn't really matter. So I will connect to the output pin on the radar module. Then the corresponding pin here, I'm going to choose any of the digital pins. So I'm going to be using, for my case here, I'm going to be using D2 on the Unity board. So you have it here. Then the final connection here is from the ground. So the ground on the radar module is connected to the ground on the Unity board. So ground to ground. So, and that is all. We are done interfacing the radar module with the Unity board. So this is it. Look at it very well. This is a radar module and this is the Unity board. So they are interfaced already. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to interface, to show us how the piezo alarm works. So to really understand this, you need to get the documentation on a Unity board. So you'll find it in the link to the description of the video. So I will connect the piezo alarm just by closing the jumpers, because all thanks to Dr. Kolisabu, because by the design of this Unity board, it has reduced a lot of breadboarding. Normally, if you're using an Arduino, you are still going to interface this piezo alarm to the Arduino board. So, but all thanks to the developer of this board, so we just need to close the jumper in between the 5 volts and the middle pin there, that is piezo SS software serial. Then on the FB source, we'll do the same thing, 5 volts. We'll interface it as it's connected here. So be that as it may, we are set for the programming of these components right now. So I'll just power up my Unity board. As you can see, it's working because I've the previous program is still running in the system. So let's just have a walkthrough of the entire code. So I'll just fire up my Arduino IDE and walk you through how I came about with the code. So basically, okay, let me see. I'll have to rewrite the code so that for our own understanding. So so the first thing we are going to be doing is since you are making use of two objects here, the first object is what? The radar module, and the second object is the piezo alarm. So I'm going to be declaring their connection here on the Arduino IDE. So how do I do that? I define the pin, dev pin. So I can use any name to name it. So I can say sensor for the radar module, sensor at pin 2. So add my terminator there. Then I will declare the piezo alarm right now. Use const int buzzer equal to 5. Now I'm using const int because because the board from the design of the piezo alarm is such that it is static, is constant on digital pin 5. So that's why I'm using constant integer 5. Then the next thing is I quickly go to my void setup. Okay. So I'm going to be instantiating two objects, this known as the pin mode. Sorry, the pin mode here. The first one to carry the sensor. Okay, sensor. So, and since the sensor is taking in data, what are the data? The data is reading something from you. The motion detection is reading something. It's getting parameters. So we are going to be the second parameter is going to be input. Then the next thing on our pin mode object is the buzzer. Now the buzzer, what it's going to be doing is to be giving out output. As you can see, it's making noise, so it's giving out output. So we are going to be using what? The output parameter here. Then we initialize the serial communication at a particular baud rate. Serial.begin, that is 9600, and we are done with the void setup. So the next thing, we'll go to the void loop. Now what the void loop does is this: it's what keeps on looping anytime that the board is connected. So that is what you do in the void loop. So for the void loop, I'm going to be declaring two things here, like you can see it's on and off, it detects yes or no, is there motion or is there no motion. So you can see it's like a binary output. So I'm going to be using the boolean of data type here to declare the action here. Detection equal to digital read. So you should read from the sensor. Now I'll now place the condition. If detection equals high, detection equals high, then you should print to the screen motion detected. Sorry, let me type it. Motion detected. Then when it prints to the screen motion detected, the alarm should turn on. So I'll simply say tone. I'll say buzzer. That is our objects from beginning. Buzzer 1000. Then add a delay. So for how long should the buzzer keep ringing? So as long as what motion is detected, so it keeps on what ringing. So then we'll go to the second condition. You can say else, or you can use another if here. Let me just use another if. So you say detection equal to low. We can say you open another block here and say okay. So when everywhere is clear, serial.print sorry, double quotation mark. So you should print what? Clear to the screen. So then after that, you should print, we are going to be using no tone to end the alarm buzzer. For how long? Delay of 1 second. So, and that's all for the program. No big deal, no 1,000 line of codes here. So what I'll simply do here now is I will verify that there are no errors by compiling the code. So I'll compile the code. Okay. There's actually an error here. So when you define, you don't use semicolon. All right, it's done compiling. So I'll simply load the program now. So, and it's done compiling. So now let's watch how it works. So everywhere is clear now because there's no motion. But if I raise my hand like this, sorry, my hyperterminal, you can hear the alarm because something is moving. So as I'm making this motion, it's detecting the motion. So if I stop, everywhere is clear, right? If I start again, it begins to move. Clear. If I continue waving my hand like a choir master, it continues to detect the motion. So this is the application of this cannot be overemphasized. So we can actually apply this in a kind of security system. So let's say you are in a room and then like you are alone and you want to know the motion around you, like someone getting close to you, you want to sense it like that. So you can actually apply this in home automation system for security reasons. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I encourage us to subscribe to this channel for more of interesting videos and projects like this. So thank you very much for watching.